Get back up, Couturier in front, tip, they score! Tic-tac-toe! And connecting the pair. There's a centering pass, Simmons, he scores! Short-handed goal for Wayne Simmons. Across six it goes. In front, Couturier tips it home! Travis Konecny, nice setup for Couturier. Power play goal for the Flyers. Rebound back for it, check shot, he scores!
Now, Andy Robb, Ken Prell, the Philly Hockey Guys.
Yes! Another season.
I told you we'd be back before.
Yeah, that 2 months flew by.
Exactly. 2 shows, back-to-back weeks. What's going on?
Yeah, well, it's that time of year.
It is, man. Whew,
man.
It's like Christmas morning.
Yeah, at the time of this recording, we are probably about, 9 hours still away
Yes.
from a game, which is just...
Yes. A real game.
Yeah, let's start it on the West Coast, why don't you?
Oh, second straight year, too. Ugh.
Yeah, really,
Yeah.
honestly.
But
Well,
hey, it's a nationally televised game.
oh, yeah, it is. That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be tonight on NBCSN. Do you know why? Because it's Wednesday night rivalry? Well, there's no rivalry between the Sharks
Oh,
and the...
yeah. We
Why?
hate the Sharks.
Yeah, we really, we
Oof.
go... It's
When I
very
think about all those games oh,
in the
man.
world,
Man, there's going to be a lot of rough highlights.
a lot of
tonight.
bad blood tonight.
Yes.
Dale Weiss is going to get in 50 fights. Welcome to the Philly Hockey Guys podcast, episode number Who Cares?
65, actually.
Oh, that's what it is. Hi, I'm Andy Robb.
Hi, I'm Ken Prell.
Thanks a lot for tuning in. No matter where you're listening from, we certainly do appreciate it.
I'm listening from right here, right next to you. Check again.
All right, then. Yeah, so we've got some stuff to get to. Obviously, there's been a little bit of moving and shaking with the Flyers, namely some number changes. We'll talk about who's going to be on the opening night roster for tonight. Also, who the new alternate captains will be. It's going to be exciting.
I
You
was
don't want to
shocked
miss
by
it.
this one.
You don't want to miss it.
But, yeah, let's get started. Tonight, of course, puck drops 10:30.
But it's probably going to be closer to 11 because
Why?
from what I'm hearing now, they're doing some kind of like pre-game ceremony type thing.
For what?
They're I think they're raising a banner for all the cups they haven't won.
I was going to say, what do they have to raise?
I don't know. I mean, I can do
so
some
that's gonna
research,
push
but I don't
back
care enough.
an already late start for us?
Yeah.
I have no chance of staying
No,
to watch this game.
I'm gonna fade fast, man. I'm telling you, I don't.
And we
I
got
don't
to do it again tomorrow night.
Yeah, yeah, that West Coast swing continues.
Ugh.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that tonight, how far we actually stay awake for. But, yeah, second straight year, as Ken said, the Flyers have started the regular season with a game in California. Ugh. Oh, well. What can you do?
Yeah, but then again, they'll play tomorrow night, like we said, in Los Angeles, then Saturday in Anaheim. And I think this is really important for the Flyers to get a couple wins on
the road, yeah.
Yeah, because you look at their record last year on the road, not good. Not good at all.
No, it is not good, Al Pacino. A 14-22-5 record on the road from last season.
If they could have just played 500 on the road last year, they would have made the playoffs.
There was that little stretch of games that really wound up hurting them in the long run.
Because they were really good at home, 25, 11, and 5. So, so if they can keep that going this year, and again, just play 500 on the road, this team could be a playoff team.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no reason why they shouldn't be, but you're the point that you're making is really the most valid one. You got to come out swinging for
Absolutely.
these. And with this game tonight against San Jose, I mean, San Jose losing some valuable pieces from that team in the offseason. You might have a chance. But then again, it's Peter DeBoer, and he always seems to have the Flyers' number when he's not busy looking at women's breasts from behind the glass.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
I love that. I love that gif. It's like one of the greatest things ever.
It is a great one.
But, yeah, so, they lost some big names, some veterans from San Jose in the offseason. So, I don't know. Could tip in our favor.
The Flyers should have that adrenaline going, to kick off the season. So hopefully they're able to go out there, steal one tonight, steal actually a couple here on the road, and kind of get last year's bad taste out of their mouth.
Nolan Patrick will have 50 goals by the time he gets back.
Wow. 50 goals.
Yeah, so but yeah, let's talk about that real quick. Of course, some of the young guys making the team.
5 rookies making the team out
cracking
of camp.
the roster.
Well,
Yeah, let's go through it.
Yeah, you got, of course, Patrick, Taylor Lyer, and defenseman Robert Haig, Sam Morin, and Travis Sanheim, all
stuff.
making the team.
And Matt Reed
all changing their numbers.
And Matt Reed is playing on the Phantoms. What a world we live in.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That
It
Reed,
definitely was.
Reed ended up getting put on waivers and ended up clearing waivers and has now been loaned to the Phantoms.
Could be something that'll help him turn things around. He could certainly help that team out, because we were talking about last week on the show about like what the Phantoms could do to make a possible push for the Calder Cup this year, and it may actually happen. We'll see.
Well, right now the Flyers are, their roster the way it's set up right now: 13 forwards, 8 defensemen, and 2 goalies. So most of the time you're only taking 7 defensemen and going with 14 forwards. So I think right now they're a little concerned about Gostisbehere, although he says he's playing tonight.
Yeah, he said he's good to go. That was his quote.
Yep, good to go. So we'll see if he actually does play tonight. I think if he is healthy, then you may see, again, one of the young guys, one of these rookie defensemen, end up going down and probably Reed coming back up. That's my guess. I don't want to see it, but I would rather have one of the young guys getting playing time than being healthy scratches.
Right. Yeah, but at least we don't have to deal with Van de Velde anymore.
That's true.
Right?
Yep.
Hey, there you go. So that's worth something. So we were just talking about these rookies, and we were talking about the number changes.
Yeah. I was a little disappointed Patrick decided to change his number.
I did kind of like...
I like 64.
Yeah.
I
did
thought
too.
It was kind of odd. It was kind of out there, but he's going back to
the Scotty Hartnell, Michael Renberg numbers.
Yeah, number 19. It's what he wore in what?
I think at Brandon.
June. Yeah. So that makes sense for him. Sam Morin's gone from 50 to 5.
Okay.
Sanheim from 57 to 6. Haig, I was actually glad to see Haig change
Get
his
off
number.
of Danny Briere's number,
Yeah,
dude.
because every time I was, you're watching and you're like, oh, man, just thinking of all the Danny Briere highlights. But Haig will be wearing number 8 tonight.
Yep. And Taylor Lear, number 58, he is now wearing number 20.
Oh, Pronger's old.
Another famous number
Yeah.
in Philadelphia. So that's cool. I like seeing some of these defensemen now doing the single digits. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah,
that.
No, absolutely. Now, one guy who did not make the team.
Ah, yes. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Old Oscar Lindblom.
Yeah, it was kind of, I guess I was disappointed at first. But when you hear Hextall, and I think we'll hear from him here in a second, what he had to say, it kind of makes sense.
You know what, Oscar did a good job in camp, and it's the one thing you try to punctuate with one player or young players. You didn't fail. You had a good camp. But right now the best thing for you and the team is for you to go up there and play well. He was great. Took it very well. Oscar's a good player. In American League time, hasn't hurt one player in the history of professional hockey, so he'll be fine.
How can you argue with that?
No, absolutely. That's what I said. When
plus,
you hear,
plus he was playing on European ice in Sweden, he's
got to get used to the
he's
smaller
still got some
ice.
adjusting to do.
Yeah. So, and Hextall's right. Nobody playing in the AHL is ever, it's not going to hurt him that much. So we'll get some playing time now down there. We'll get first line minutes, something he would not get up in the NHL. So, and remember, Claude Giroux, his first season, spent some time in the AHL before they finally brought him up. Seemed to work out well for him.
Yeah, it did. It did. Absolutely. So yeah, I mean, not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. You might even see him back up at some point. I mean, who knows?
Oh yeah, I absolutely think you'll see him at some point this season. But I think if they want to, not carry 8 defensemen, Reed's probably your first call up.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that what they're doing now, that's the best course of action. Again, like we just said, Lindblom, he did look great in preseason.
Oh, I thought he looked good.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, he's definitely an NHLer. So
process. They don't call it development for nothing.
Yeah, like we said this last week. We know this isn't a Stanley Cup championship team.
They're not
right now.
Quiet. I don't want to hear that.
This is all. This year is all about building.
Yeah,
So again, if that means sending Lindblom down to get some first line minutes in the AHL, so be it.
Not a problem at all. Not a problem. And I'm telling you, I think this is going to be a good season for the Phantoms as well. I really do. I think it's going to be.
I think it's going to be a great season
Yeah.
for the Flyers. I think it's going to be a fun season to watch.
I think it'll be more entertaining for sure than last year.
I mean, already,
especially because there's so many different factors now to look at. I mean, you've got your Travis Sanheim, Morin, Haig, Patrick, and Lear. You got all these guys to keep your eye on,
and you got a couple of new alternate captains.
Yeah, and which I got to say, I really thought they were going to go with Dale Weiss. And
we were hoping.
And us being, the members, the only members, founding and only members of the Dale Weiss fan club known as Weiss's Pieces, we're a little disappointed by it.
Yeah.
So why don't we?
Sad.
Why don't we? All jokes aside, why don't we? And when we say this, it's not a joke. I mean, you probably already know, but Ken, go ahead. New alternate captains.
Well, I was, walking around. I was checking my Twitter last night, and I saw the tweet from the Philadelphia Flyers, and I immediately sent it to you, and I said, "This is a joke, right?" But it looks like the players have decided that Andrew McDonald will be wearing the second A for road games, and for home games, newcomer, which I'm kind of surprised about. Filppula is going to be wearing it for the home games.
Well, Filppula, I think that he did have a discernible impact on that team.
Yeah, but he was only around like a month.
Well, I mean, it was like we were talking about before we started recording the show. The players decide this. We're not in the locker room. We're not a fly on the wall. They know things that we don't. I mean, that was up to them, so they must be doing something right, I guess.
And I guess this means that McDonald's not going to be scratched all that often.
Oh, well. Yeah, I was really thinking from a defensive side, I really thought it was going to go to Gudas. Honestly, I thought Gudas was going to get the A. Some Flyers fans on the internet thought that.
You thought Gudas was going to get the A?
Yeah.
How many times has he been to disciplinary night court?
No. It's not time for that yet. Well, it might be.
You said yet.
Yeah, I know. Keyword yet. But
so I think that's the reason probably why he didn't get it is that, he's, been a little hot-headed at times.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, the guy is a good leader.
Yeah.
And he's a great vet to have in the back end.
And we're probably making way too much out of this because Giroux is still your captain and Wayne Simmons is still wearing the other end.
Yeah. So
you got your leaders out there.
Yeah, exactly.
And I guess if you're going for a veteran presence, you can't get much more veteran than McDonald and Filppula here.
It's true. I mean, jokes aside, say what you will about McDonald, but yes, I mean, the guy is still...
It is very interesting that he'll only be wearing the A when he's on the road.
Gee, I wonder why. I can't seem to muster up a guess
because
as to
Philly
why.
fans are so understanding and respectful.
Kind of sound like the opposite of Colin Cowherd.
Oh, don't get me started there. What an asshole!
Man, that guy is an idiot.
What a jackass!
But you know what? He's got himself a sweet deal. It's kind of like what we do, only we don't get paid. But he does. He doesn't have any, he doesn't have anyone calling in. He doesn't have anyone that's going to challenge him on it. So he can say the most inane crap that he wants.
Everything in his statement yesterday
was pretty much wrong.
Was wrong.
Was pretty much wrong down the line.
I missed Andy Reid winning 4 NFC championships.
Yeah, after 2005, those other 3 Super Bowls we were in, I don't remember those.
And Terry Francona, I forgot how many games he won for the Phillies.
I mean... Really, and who could forget that? Firing a coach after a 4-12 record, is something that should be frowned upon.
And
good Lord,
did I miss the rally to get Jay Wright fired from Villanova?
Yeah, what the hell is that?
I've never heard anybody complain about Jay Wright.
I mean, and again,
I know
side
we're getting sidetracked here.
Side note, sports related. Chiefs undefeated. I'm happy for Andy Reid.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to say it.
It'll be even sweeter when we beat him in the Super Bowl. That's
All
right.
Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
No.
Here.
First place Eagles, 3-1. Unstoppable.
They are looking...
Sure, we beat 2-0-4 teams.
Yeah. Come on. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll be fine. But no, I mean...
Just keep running the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is turning into a football podcast.
Yes.
Which is fine.
And let's talk about Jake Elliott and his field goals.
61 yards. Good Lord.
And he was 4 for 4 last week.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. But yeah, this is going to be. I think this is going to be going back to the Flyers. I mean, you're looking at these lines right now. These projected lineups for tonight. First line,
this
28,
is all based on yesterday's practice.
Yeah, first line you're projecting 28, 14, and 93, and then you would have Patrick centering Wheel and Simmons on the second.
I like that line,
which is awesome. Then you would have Filppula centering the third line alongside TK and, of course, our favorite five-headed forward, Dale Weiss. And then finally your fourth line, which could really prove to be a solid shutdown line. You got Scotty Lawton down the center, Raff on the side, which I think, side note, I think he's going to have an offensive turnaround this season.
Well, that would be great if you had some offense out of your fourth line, and you very well could.
I'd love to see a spark of life from Raffle. And then, of course, you have Lear holding it down on the left wing. I think that is a nice, I'm not going to say it's like, a shutdown team, but a nice solid four lines that could make some offensive punch on every shift that they do.
I'm hearing you say Stanley Cup.
Is that what you're hearing?
Yeah, that's what I hear in your voice right there.
And then, of course,
it is a solid. That's a solid group of players right there.
Yeah, and Lawton. I'm happy for the guy, and he really did.
Well, he worked his ass off last year. To
and
get better.
And we were talking about that on the last show.
Yep.
Hextall, lauding. Lawton.
Yeah. No, Hextall was really down on him a couple years ago, going into last year, and all the credit to Scott Lawton for turning the game around. And yeah, he absolutely belongs on this team.
Yeah, he's somebody that's working for it.
Center.
Yeah, somebody that's working for it and hasn't regressed. C. Reed, Matt. That's the truth.
Yep.
That's the truth.
So,
the guy's
I'm
earned
excited what this team can do.
Yeah, and then we'll talk about the back end real quick, of course. You've got the defensive pairing that was pretty much the way it was last year, your first pairing, Provorov alongside McDonald. Okay.
You put your best defenseman out there probably with your worst, so, cover up any misgivings you may have.
Don't talk about our alternate captain like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Bastard.
That's all my fault.
And then you got Sanheim, Gudis. Second pairing.
That's kind of interesting.
I like it.
Yeah. Now, I got to imagine if Ghost is healthy, maybe he slides into
He probably will. Yeah, he'll probably wind up playing with, because he was paired up with Gudis quite a bit last season.
Yeah, and they look dynamic at times.
Yeah, they did. Yep. And that would be, that's a pairing that I would have no problem with. And then, so you can interchange them. You got your third pairing, Haig pairing up with the man that took out Connor McDavid.
That's right. Your MVP.
Yep. Brandon Manning. Can't get enough of them.
Yep.
And then finally, Morin, Gostisbehere for the lowest pairing. But like I said, you can interchange probably those. We'll know more closer to game time. Again, it's like, 2-something on a...
Yeah, at the time of this recording.
Yeah.
And do we have any word on who's getting the start in goal tonight? I got to imagine maybe Neuwirth gets the nod.
I would imagine so. I would imagine Neuwirth is going to get the start tonight. I'm looking right now on Reddit Flyers. Shout out to them. Best subreddit on Reddit. Doesn't see much right now. Oh, well.
All right.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably going to wind up being Neuwirth. But again, Elliott looked great in the preseason, too.
He had his moments, yeah. But that's exactly what you're going to get with Elliott. He's going to look fantastic some games and Swiss cheese other games, So, hopefully you get more good than bad.
Yeah, and of course, another storyline about goaltending that I'm still going to keep my eye on for this year.
What's that?
Mason in Winnipeg.
Really? I don't care anymore.
I wonder what kind of impact he could really have on that team, though.
Again, he's almost just like Elliott. You're going to have some really great nights, and then you're going to have some bad nights. You know me. I was one of Steve Mason's biggest fans.
Well, here's what the point that I'm trying to make.
I thought he got a raw deal.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But the point I'm trying to make is I'm going to follow Winnipeg on Facebook to see how long it takes their fans to be like, Mason is awful.
Oh, I'm sure it won't take long.
You think? Well, Canadians are more polite.
They are. That's true. Yeah.
I'm sorry to say this, but
Mason's awful. But you suck.
But you suck.
Well, that was some pretty terrible Canadian accent.
I don't know what that was. It started off like
kind of, and then I don't know where it went.
yeah, we're not really big on impressions.
No, not at all. But I think it really all comes down for the Flyers this season, though, is that top line. I'm really excited to see what could possibly develop with Giroux playing the wing.
Yeah, I know, and we were talking about that last week.
They were getting chances in the preseason. If they can convert those chances into actual goals, this team really becomes exciting at that point.
Yeah, they could really start buzzing,
and they could surprise a lot of people.
I mean, we make that point that we made on the last show. You have to get production from your two highest paid forwards. End of story.
Yeah,
that's
you got what, $16 million on that top line.
And
really $20 million if you want to bring in, Couturier.
And I love Jake just because of the fact he gets paid that much, and yet he tries to look as homeless as possible.
I mean, it gets more and more out of control. Every picture I see of him, I mean, it is wow.
Yeah,
I thought you were disheveled.
Yeah,
but he takes it to a whole new level.
Hey, I'm not that disheveled now. I trim my beard up.
Did you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh yeah, look at that.
See?
Look at that.
But yeah, I'm loving the homeless look from Voracek.
He's so great.
Like if I saw him on the street, I'd probably hand him $1.
Yeah, that's exactly what he needs.
Yeah, no. So yeah, that's probably the biggest factor I would say facing the Flyers tonight. Offense, or as Ken likes to say, shoot. He always just yells that. Like
I am that guy, yes.
Even when they don't have the puck, he yells, shoot.
Even when they're not playing.
He just stands in front of the TV, just goes, shoot.
That's all I yell during intermission.
I yell that during cooking shows. I'm watching Food Network. I'm watching Chopped or some shit. I'm like, shoot.
Speaking of watching, we just watched something spectacular.
Oh, God. That pump-up video?
The pump-up video. Is that the official Flyers?
Yeah, no, that's from the Flyers Twitter account. That was just posted. Actually, just picked that up on Reddit Flyers. It is
Somebody's up for an Oscar, I think.
Radko Gudas?
Yes.
Boy, when I saw him saying goodbye to his daughter,
yeah,
she's heading to the office, I was like, goody gumdrops.
I started yelling, shoot.
How about that shot when Gostisbehere's taking out that glass?
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Yep.
Then you have people. Then you've got people in this video like throwing axes, like Flyers axes.
Where do you get a Flyers axe?
I have to find one. I'm going to go to
Is
shop.
that on? Yeah, is that on the?
I'm
going
doing
it
right now. I'm going to shop.nhl.com. I'm going to look up Flyers hatchet. Let's see what comes up. I'm not seeing anything.
Nothing. No.
I'm seeing Flyers that have a picture of a hatchet on it. Where did he get those? Where did that person get those?
It's got to be custom made, I'm thinking.
And then they have like a Flyers skydiver and then that guy that runs through a wall.
Well, yeah, there's a guy who runs through a wall. There's another, there's some flips in there and a race car driver. Which I like
the number on the car, 31.
Yes, exactly.
Nice little nod to Pelle Lindbergh.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, we were pumped up afterwards. Philly tough.
Stop yelling at me.
Here he goes. Oh, the flip. He nails it.
There's the hatchets.
Woo.
Yeah, I need some of those Flyers axes.
Yeah, absolutely. They should do that as a giveaway one night. I mean, would that be great?
Oh yeah. Especially if they start throwing them onto the ice. What a terrible night for free hatchet night. Ooh. Why don't they get Flyers hatchets, put a number 3 on them, and call them Darien hatchets?
Oh, yes.
Flyers marketing department.
Oh,
we see you. Give us a call. Tweet us at Philly Hockey Guy.
That's good stuff right
there. Yeah, no.
That's fun.
That's
I'm pumped up now. I'm ready to go. Counting down the hours.
I'm like that guy that ran through the wall. Yeah. I'm ready.
Nice job by the Flyers marketing department.
I have a crippling fear of property damage, and I'm not going to
pay for it.
I'm not going to. I work in radio. I couldn't even afford. I couldn't even afford to fix a wall. So, all right. So, all jokes aside, let's get back to
you're
the
not
going to
say. Are you asking for predictions?
Well, I was going to a kind of prediction because this was already posted on Reddit Flyers. The question: who scores the first Flyers goal of the season? Because remember last year, it was a dark horse. Boyd Gordon was the one that got the first goal for the Flyers.
Who?
Boyd Gordon.
That does not ring a bell.
Oh, Boydie boy.
Well, it won't be Boyd Gordon this year. I know that for a fact. If I'm going to go first goal of the year, how about Mr. Travis Konechny?
That is a fine choice.
He was on fire during the preseason, so I'm hoping.
How about that game winner that he had?
Yeah.
That was just, he did not give up on that play.
No, I'm hoping that he continues that into the regular season, so that's my pick.
All right. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, now for me, first goal of the Flyers season. Dale Weiss. Because I want to continue Weiss's pieces.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to say, no, actually, you know what? Fuck that. No, I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
Oh, man, I thought you were...
All right.
I thought you had some guts.
All right, fine. Screw it.
Yep.
Dale Weiss. I'm already on the hook for that, so fine.
If it happens, I'll buy you a pack of Reese's Pieces.
All right. And if
they still make them, right?
And if TK scores, I'll buy you a Tasty Cake.
I like it.
TK Tasty Cakes. Again, Tasty Cake Marketing. Call us up, Philly Hockey Guys.
We are full of just amazing ideas.
Some good, some bad.
They're all good.
Yeah. Especially free hatchet night.
Yes.
I wonder if the Sixers are going to give away free toy tank night. That'd be fun.
Oh, I see what you did there.
With a little hinky driving it.
All right. Do we have anything else to talk about in this game?
Yeah,
I think we've pretty much broken down everything.
Yeah. The final roster really hasn't been released in terms of tonight's game. But again, we're thinking Neuwirth probably going to get the start tonight for that.
Or Elliott. So I'm covering all our bases.
Or Brizgalov, because we're still paying him. We can just call him up. Like, hey, Briz.
See, I know there's a lot of other great podcasts out there, Flyers podcasts, but you don't get this kind of coverage anywhere else.
Yeah, that was
one of three people could be the goaltenders tonight.
That was a very John Madden thing to say. He might have the one guy, he might have the other. Boom. Wow, that is just hard-hitting analysis. You're not going to get anywhere.
That ice is probably cold.
What are you doing? You trying to get John Bork's job?
Yes.
Because, man, you're really proving yourself.
What is it now? It's not CSN anymore.
NBC Sports Philadelphia.
Oh, that's
also
nice.
Known as, yes, we still are keeping Michael Barkan around.
That guy's been there since the beginning.
Yeah.
20 years.
Yeah, and Ron Burke is gone.
And Neil Hartman.
Man, I miss Ron Burke.
Yeah.
I'd watch Sports Rise every morning when that started up, watching Ron Burke.
Nope.
On CSN Philly. But yeah, NBC Sports Philadelphia.
Just rolls off the tongue.
Oh, yeah. It's clunky. So, yeah, it's that game tonight. NBCSN, probably going to be around an 11 o'clock start, give or take, whenever the puck drops. So, get yourself some caffeine. Get ready for the long haul. Brew yourself a pot of coffee. Get ready.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah, really. But we will have a review of the next game. All right, so let's just do it. Prediction time.
Okay.
We gotta do it. First one of the season. I'll take some notes right now. All right, Ken.
You know what? I'm feeling good about this game.
Are you feeling good?
I'm feeling good about this game. I'm going to go Flyers win this one 3-1.
3-1 Flyers. Okay. I am also going to say the Flyers win.
Shocker.
Tonight. I know.
I'm shocked that a Flyers podcast, the two hosts of this podcast, would both pick the Flyers to win tonight.
What do you want me to do? Say they're going to lose? They'll lose if they go to overtime. But I'm saying a Flyers win in regulation 4-3.
4-3?
Yes.
Ooh.
4-3. All 4 goals scored by Dale Weiss.
If that happens, I'll buy you a lifetime supply of Reese's Pieces.
I don't want a lifetime supply of Reese's Pieces.
Probably don't even want that one pack of Reese's.
No.
They're just a nasty candy.
No, you're getting those confused with Sixlets. We had this conversation last year. There's not a single person in the world that's like, man, I can't wait to eat some Sixlets.
My daughter actually loves them.
You need to have a conversation with your
Well, she's
child.
had a few concussions, stuff, you know.
And that's where we're going to end it here, folks. No, but yeah, enjoy the game tonight. We've got we'll have a new podcast maybe by the end of this week.
Before the All-Star game.
Yes, definitely before the All-Star game. But yeah, so we'll be hanging out on Reddit Flyers as much as possible tonight. You can also follow us on Twitter at Philly Hockey.
Yeah, I'll do some tweeting tonight until I fall asleep.
Yeah, we got to divide the workload
Yep.
up. Of course, I always usually take the Reddit stuff.
Do we have 280 characters? Do we get that?
No,
I know
don't,
some people did.
I don't know.
We didn't get it?
I don't know. You're the Twitter guy.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Yeah. So, yes, we're both predicting Flyers wins tonight. Hopefully you are as well. But, you know, I'll tell you what. Win, lose, don't matter. Flyers hockey is back. Another great season. There's going to be some great storylines. Drama guaranteed.
This is going to be fun.
It is. It's gonna be an interesting season. Lots of stuff to get excited about, and you know, the future, man. That's
it's
the
here.
key word.
That
is the key word.
The future is here.
Yep.
It is now. So
that's the key
great.
word. The future.
It's all we've been asking for.
Yep. That and Flyers hatchets. I seriously have to find out where those are from. Awesome.
All
so
right.
cool.
Hey, thanks so much for listening.
Yeah, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
For Andy, Rob, I'm Ken Prell. We are the Philly Hockey Guys. Enjoy the game tonight.
And of course, let's go Flyers. We'll talk to you next time.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to like the Philly Hockey Guys podcast page on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Philly Hockey Guy. And subscribe on iTunes, TuneIn, and SoundCloud.